Thank you for joining us today for this next installment of the Erie County Bar Association Volunteer Lawyers Project's Champion for Justice Awards for 2020. This award is a community partner award and is being presented to Justice for Migrant Families, which is an essential partner in our work at the Batavia Detention Facility, representing low-income people who are facing possible removal and deportation.
We love working with VLP. We love working with Volunteer Lawyers Project. We work closely, particularly with the Batavia office, with lawyers for people who are detained, with the social worker, Anita, for, if someone needs commissary, if someone needs some extra encouragement through pen pals, things like that, we can reach out. It's invaluable in coordinating releases. One of the things that I've been very involved in is making sure that people get to where they need to be safely once they're released from detention. And what happens during releases right now, and particularly since COVID, that has kind of highlighted the challenges of people being released from detention, is that people are put in a van, dropped off at a gas station that's about a mile down the road from the detention facility. They do not usually have appropriate clothing. They're not giving extra clothing for winter. They do not have masks. They don't have hand sanitizer. Often they don't have IDs. Often they do not speak English, or they have difficulty navigating in English. They do not have bus tickets. It's hard for them to organize how they are going to get released and who's going to pick them up from within detention sometimes, depending on their particular family and community situation. So what we do is we work with a local group of volunteers in Batavia, and as well as a couple bond organizations can arrange for people to meet the person at the station, and they give them a bag that's full of a water bottle, warm clothing. The bond organization or Justice for Migrant Families will buy the person a bus ticket. And particularly during COVID, and right now numbers are going up, so this is probably going to be the case again, but during the height of COVID, back in the spring and early summer, when people were released, they were not allowed inside the gas station to wait for a bus, and buses were coming very infrequently. The bus schedule has returned to a more normal schedule now, but during COVID, there would be about one bus a day. So if people were released at 5, they wouldn't have anywhere to be, and they wouldn't be able to get on a bus, should they have a bus ticket, until the following morning. And so people will meet them. Justice for Migrant Families pays for a hotel room for them to stay in for the night so that they can have a safe place to stay, and then they can get on the bus. There were 2 releases in one day that I was working on with VLP. One of the people had just won his asylum case, and it was unexpected. Everyone was overjoyed. And I was driving out to Batavia to pick this person up. And he was then going to go. At that time, we had a group of short-term housing volunteers who would house people for 1 to 5 days. And then he was going to go to a longer-term housing situation. I got there, and everyone in the office. I met so many people that day who I had just been emailing and talking with. It was a wonderful day. He was so happy. And VLP has a big map on the wall of the office, and they put pins in the countries, the areas where people are from who have won their cases, and then they ring a bell. So he got to ring the bell, and everyone was celebrating. And we got in the car and started driving back towards Buffalo. And then I got another call that someone else had just been released. So we turned around and we went and picked up this other person. And both of those are very joyous stories, because both of those people I still keep in contact with. One has a job, he's going to school for nursing right now, living on his own. The other person, I was like walking down Hurdle the other day and he like leaped out and updated me on everything in his life. Like, it was just through the hard work of their lawyers that people were able to be released. It's extraordinarily hard in immigration to win asylum, but it's even more hard if a person doesn't have representation. There are people in there without representation who have been there for years. It's just wonderful to know a group of people is doing so much for people inside the detention center and people once they're released. Like, so many people we work with have had these amazing experiences.
Thank you again for having joined us today. Please watch all the videos in this series so that you can learn about all the outstanding award winners in VLP's 2020 Champions for Justice Awards. And please visit our website at ecbavlp.com to help support VLP. Thank you again.